Day 2 of Tamang Heritage. It's a nice day, a bit cloudy. Normally it's clear in the morning, but today it's cloudy. Just walked through the Tamang village. Get to the start of the trail. I think we're on roads to start with. Hopefully we'll get some actual trail walking today. Lovely. After a day of walking on the road yesterday, we're on a nice Nepalese path through the barley fields. I'm guessing it's barley. I think we're too high for wheat, I'm not sure. But this is lovely. This is trekking, proper trekking. I mean, everywhere used to be like this. And the roads have come more and more into the hills. Fair enough, people want to get out and about. It's changed the nature of trekking a little bit, but the hills don't change, and the energy's still the same. Hopefully today we'll have a lot more of this. It's a completely different experience. I was lucky enough yesterday to meet a woman who's connected to the guest house, who's 80 years old and lived her entire life in that village. Doesn't even speak Nepali, speaks Tamang language. And it's a real gift to be able to meet these people who lived a completely different life and still live in a different life. I mean, there were a few in the village, or maybe 20 people like that, wearing traditional clothes, probably only speaking Tamang language, which is no problem if you stay in the village, but if you want to travel around Nepal, then Nepali is the language. So possibly they haven't very rarely left the village in 80 years, but it's such a different way of life. It's hard to contemplate for somebody who's travelled so much. And it got me thinking, who is happier, really? Who is really happier on average? The people who've spent their life in a mountain village, farming, in a community, surrounded by friends and family, or people who spend their life moving from one place to the next, having experiences, having adventures, and never really being part of any kind of community or society. Got me thinking. I got onto this very quiet dirt road. I only seen one motorbike all morning, so it's very nice walking through this kind of woodland. There's just the odd rhododendron there. It's in flower at the moment. Alder, pines, bit of bamboo. There's a certain altitude in Nepal where you get bamboo growing. In fact, on the Annapurna Base Camp trek, there's a place called Bamboo, which is surrounded by it. So it's nice to see, again, ferns. Very peaceful and calm energy here. I love the way they build these temporary bridges over the river using poles, tree poles, and they're going to be washed away by the monsoon, but I've already seen 3 of them just on this stretch of river, just to access these fields here, these terraces. Not much work really, I guess, but getting those long poles across the river, I'm not sure how they do it. The small bridges look easy, but this one, yeah, they're quite heavy. So I'm not sure how they do that one. But they're such ingenious people here, they always find a way. I ended the day yesterday extremely stiff, and I've started today extremely stiff. Loosening up now, but the first day of the trek is always a killer for me, because it's not really like any other kind of exercise that I can reproduce in daily life. So that first climb yesterday, 200 meters in 3 kilometers horizontal distance, was absolute killer. And then the afternoon was a few kilometers on the dirt road. By the time I arrived at the guest house, I was stiff as a board. Body was killing me. Anyway, not feeling too bad now. Yeah. Just chilling, eh? Chilling, eh? Thank you. There's a prayer wall or a mani wall. Normally you're supposed to walk on the left hand side, but the path's been closed off. Feels a bit like they don't maintain, they're not maintained here. A lot of weeds growing on it. So yeah, some areas you can see that people are really looking after these Buddhist monuments. These are beautifully carved, old Mani Padme Hung. And then the colour from the lichen, I guess, has come in, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Like works of art. And this is an enchanting landscape, agricultural landscape with little small farms, terraces, grains and potatoes growing, people working in the fields. It's like going back in time in many ways. Little irrigation channels that are made. No shortage of water here, of course. That's one thing Nepal's got plenty of. Water and rock. Namaste.
Namaste.
So we're just about to cross the river at Chilim, and then we're climbing up there. So about 800 meters, not to the first village, so there's another village higher up. And one of the village people is kind enough to show us the way because it wasn't obvious and no sign. She followed us and made sure we took the right path, which is the kind of people they are here. Very kind. The first suspension bridge of the journey, just a little one, over this tributary of the Thistle River. It's always a kind of thrill to go over these bridges. Feels like you're crossing into another place, another realm, another mode of existence. And here it is, because we're going to be climbing now. And it's time to take the jacket off because there's going to be some sweat. Trekking that I've come to love. Feels the more off the beaten track, no roads, and just on a basic stone path, and climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. There's no level in Nepal. You're either going up or you're going down. That's the choice. This is definitely the Nepalese trekking I've grown to love. Pouring with sweat, pounding heart, burning thighs and legs and calves, and just immense beauty and peace and tranquility. You can hear the river, birds, many different types of birds. The only intrusion really is these electric pylons from the power station. Which didn't exist the first time I came in 1991. It was really pristine then. But everywhere changes, can't stay the same. And people deserve electricity as well. So no complaints from me, but I'm glad I did come in 1991 to see it then. Just when the change started, just when the roads started going in, electricity started coming. It's great to see it then, it's still great to see it now. But the effort is still the same. There's nothing's changed there.
You are here inside? Here we are okay.
Yeah.
We love outdoors. Okay. Yeah, thanks so much.
Oh, lovely in here. You have to be careful in Nepal because these people can easily take your heart. We just stopped at the most charming little tea house for fried potato and pancakes, and son was there with his mum, Vijay Tamang and Sonam Tamang. Vijay was the boy, 12 years old. He's at school in Kathmandu, been there since 4 years old, and comes just on holiday at the moment for 15 days. He's helping his mum with the farm and the tea house. And the most charming people. Charming, lovely, generous, friendly, warm, smiley people. And he speaks brilliant English already at 12. Also Tibetan, Tamang and Nepali. So 4 languages at 12. Seems like he's going to be a superstar. But that's what Nepal can do. You just Almost don't want to leave these places because it feels like family so quickly. Lovely, lovely people. This is Gongang village. Climbed steeply up the hillside, and this is first place we've been to without a road, so this is absolutely exquisite. Peace and quiet, farms, terracing, nice stone houses, and yeah, wonderful views. Tatopani is another hour and a half or so climbing, but today it just feels no rush at all whatsoever. Doesn't look like it's going to build up for rain today, so, well, famous last words, but just seemed like a day to go slow and enjoy and just appreciate all this wonder that Nepal can offer. Magnificent old cherry tree on the side of the path here. Huge, very old. Don't see many trees of this size here, but looks very healthy, lots of fresh growth. I'm sure there'll be a lovely crop of cherries later in the year. So now we've just got this road walk to do to get to Tatopani. And the name Tatopani in Nepali means hot water. Pani is water, Tato is hot. And it usually signifies a place where there's natural hot springs. And they used to be here. And I've read when the earthquake happened in 2015, the hot springs were destroyed, and the thermal water didn't come out in the same place anymore. So unfortunately we're not going to get a hot bath here. There's these nice little shortcuts that avoid just having to take these zigzags on the road. A little bit steeper, but much shorter. It's probably the old trekking path, most of which has disappeared under the road, I believe. Action going on here, the entrance to the village. Mostly conifer, looks like it's the pine. Goodness me. It's a lot of wood. The view from the balcony of the guest house in Tatopani.